Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sulthonul. I'm from ICP class Islamic Economic of Law. I am here. I will read an article. One woman right to vote 1873. Fellow people in fellow people in this hate world, I stand before you tonight under indictment for the elegant crime to of having voted in last presidential election without having a lawful right to vote. It shall be my work his everything to prove to you that my issue voting. I not only commitment to crime, but instead to simple action, my citizen right guaranteed to me and United States citizen by national constitution beyond the power of state and the preamble of the federal constitution says, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more and perfect unit, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, from the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure blessing of liberty to ourselves and our posterity." Do ordain as to establish this constitution for the United States of America. It was we the people, not we the white male citizens, nor yet we the male citizen, but we the world people who formed the union, and we formed it not to give the blessing of liberty, but of secure them, not to give the blessing of liberty, but secure them not half of yourself and the half of posterity, but to the world people, woman as the women, and is downright monarchy to talk to woman the hair enjoyment of blessing of liberty with they are denial and use of the only means of securing the profit by this democratic Republican government and ballot. For any state to make sex qualification that must ever result in this disfranchisement of the 18 half of the people is to pass a bill of attainder or an ex post facto law, and therefore is therefore an violation of the supreme law of the land. By it the blessing of liberty and forever will that from women and their female posterity. To them this government has just no power derived from the consent on government. To them its government needs is not a democracy, it's not a republic, it's an audition aristocracy, and hateful oligarchy of sex, the most hateful aristocracy ever established on the face the globe, an oligarchy of wealth, where the rich government the poor, and oligarchy of branding, where the education government and ignorance of an oligarchy of rich, where the Saxon rules and the Africa make to be endured, but this oligarchy of sex will make father, brother, husband, sons, and oligarchy of a mother and sister, the wife and daughter of the every house, weak or stand all men sovereign, all women subject, carries dissension, discord, and rebellion into every home on the nation. Webster, Webster, and Pollington are different citizen to be a person in the United States, and defend the vote and hold office. The only question left to base now is our woman persons, and I hardly believe any of our opponents will have the hardihood to say they are not being person then women are citizen, and no states have a right to make any law or to enforce any old law that shall as the privilege or immunization. Hence, every discrimination against women in the Constitution and law of the several states is today null and void.